Welcome to another YouTube video. In today's video, it's extremely simple. High ticket sales jobs. You are going to find them online. Therefore, how we are, looking to the outside world and to people who are coming across us online is incredibly important. Your online presence needs to be optimized so that you have the best chance of landing positions in high ticket sales, whether that's as a setter or a closer. So let's understand something first. First impressions are crucial, especially on social media, because of something called the primacy effect, where the first pieces of information we receive about someone heavily influence our judgment. Studies show that people make up their minds about others within seconds of meeting them. These initial opinions often stick and can affect future interactions and decisions, even if later information contradicts them. Now what that basically means for us looking to apply and work in high ticket sales is that our social media is a massive indicator for people looking to hire us. They're going to make a first impression about us extremely quickly, whether that's our username, whether that's our profile, whether that's posts, bio, everything. It needs to be optimized, and that isn't, something to put too much pressure on, because you should be yourself. However, because of this, we have to optimize our social media profiles. So here are a few non-negotiables. The first one, professional profile picture. The second one, a bio that says something about you and about what you do, so that when someone goes on your page, they understand exactly what you do and who you are. The third thing are a few posts that show you in a good light, whether that is, for example, you're a family person, or you seem to be doing pretty well for yourself, you live a pretty lavish life, or you know your stuff, right? This is someone who clearly knows what they're talking about. Now, what does that look like in practice? So here is my LinkedIn profile, okay? As you can see, professional profile picture. I've also got a professional banner. It says my name, says my company name, company logo. It says here as well, my bio. I'm the co-founder of a collective helping businesses and sales reps scale. So someone is coming onto my page. They know exactly what I do. They know exactly who I am. And it is very clear. It's professional. As you can see, I have a shirt on, but it's also a bit candid because I think I was recording some content when this photo was taken. It was taken on a professional camera, which helps. You do not need a professional camera, right? Phones these days are very good enough and capable of taking good quality photos. So just use your phone. Like I said, it doesn't need to be perfect. However, it's the first impression. So the first impression someone gets when they look at my profile picture is they don't really, see it as something negative, right? It's pretty neutral, right? It's not necessarily positive, it's not necessarily negative. And that's what you kind of need to aim for. Don't obviously have a photo of you with all your friends going partying. Don't have a photo of a meme, don't have a photo of a dog, don't have a photo of your favorite video game character, cartoon character, movie character, whatever, right? It's you. It is your profile. They need to understand what you look like. As well as that, have a profile picture. That's the important thing. Don't have nothing. So that's the profile picture. Now let's look at the bio. Like I said, you can see exactly what I do, who I help. And so anyone, whether, for example, I'm not looking to get hired, but this is optimized for businesses looking to scale and also sales reps looking to scale. So when they come across my page, they're like, oh, what does he do? Adds a bit of curiosity. How do you help? And if you go through my posts, you can see that exactly how I help. Now, in terms of the posts, I actually have taken a screenshot of a client of ours. This is a client, and we'll just break it down, okay? So he said, sales is a roller coaster. 1 month you'll be on top of the world. Another month you'll be riding the crashing wave down. Now, this can happen for many reasons. Ads may slow down, ad budget reduction, etc. But the key point here is to stay resilient. If I weren't resilient, if I gave up too easily, I would never be where I am today. Life is not always going to be all sunshine and rainbows. Focus on the compounding wins and realize it won't always be perfect. The rain will come. Resilience changed my life. It opened doors that I didn't know existed. It flourished into abundance. Take this as a reminder. As long as you show up every day and put the work in, your goals will be met in due time. Trust the process, my people. And then he has a photo here of him on a Google Meet taking a closing call, or before the closing call. I have not shown his face because I have not asked if I can. But yes, let's break this down. So, first things first. Clearly, the person posting this is in sales, right? Another thing is they understand the industry. Sales is a roller coaster. You have months where you're on top of the world, like he says, and you are crushing it, and then you have other months that aren't as good. That is part of the process. And what this shows to me as a business owner, looking at this, I would be like, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about. Now, further to add to that, he is using terminology and he understands how businesses are getting meetings, right? And how it affects him. So a big thing is ads, right? Ads is how businesses are going to get eyeballs on the business and how they're going to get meetings for their closers. So what this is showing to me is that he knows what he's talking about. He's been in the space long enough to realize that ads affect his work. Okay, it sounds really simple and straightforward, but trust me, those little things truly, truly help. Just showing that you know what you're talking about. Then it's about his mindset, right? I love this personally. I think it's great. It shows that he's, got an abundance mindset, winning mindset, and that's what I would want if I were hiring someone. And the best thing he's done here is he's been himself. He's authentic, right? And that is what you need to remember. It's something I'm talking about here. Authenticity. Only thing that matters. It creates trust, it creates genuine connection, and you need to understand there are so many people in this world, just under 8 billion people that live on this planet that we call Earth. Everyone is different. Everyone has different experiences, different journeys, different schools they went to, different friends they've made, absolutely everything. So share your journey, share your experience, because there's nothing like you, and you'll see success. There's no doubt in my mind about that. So that's what you need to understand, is being authentic is really, really important because you are going to stand out, simply. Now, the big thing to remember here, I've obviously shown you this, right? And a lot of you might be thinking, oh, nice, this has given me a really good idea to do for a post, okay? No, that's not what I'm trying to do here. What I'm trying to do here is show you what it should look like. Do not copy and paste this. Do not copy this and put it into ChatGPT and be like, oh, this is how I want my posts to be done. No, make it from yourself, from your experiences, from what you're learning. You may not think that you have, the know-how or whatever to do this, but trust me, you do, right? You have things that you find somewhat interesting, other people will find interesting. And especially if you are in this world where you are working with businesses in high ticket sales and you're talking about business, mindset, and all of these things, a lot of this correlates with how business owners are feeling, right? And that's important, right? It shows relatability and it shows me that, this guy's got a winning mindset. This guy is crushing it at the moment. And I'm sure it's because he's posting things like this absolutely every day. Now, another thing to touch on is it can be on any platform at all that you want. So, for example, another client of ours, he works very much in the Web3 space, the crypto space. A lot of people in that industry operate on Twitter. So, instead of doing it on LinkedIn, instead of doing it on Instagram, instead of doing it on Facebook and all of this stuff, he chose, okay, this is where my audience and who I want to work with, this is where they are. So let me optimize my channel there. And that's what he's done. And so it's important to remember it's not all about necessarily your Instagram or any of this. It's about what you need to do that will give you the best chance of success. So for example, marketing. A lot of that is done Instagram, LinkedIn, Web3, Twitter. You can look into where this is by simply searching it up and seeing what's out there and available on these different platforms. Just start. And there's probably a thought going on in your head right now, being like, Nico, I'm scared of what people are going to think. Well and truly, because this is what's going to allow you to get to the next level. You want to be making good money online? This is what it takes if you really, really, really want it, right? If you're willing to settle for average, you don't need to do this, right? An average is 5K a month as a closer, 1K a month as a setter. If you want to be above average, this is how you do it. This is exactly how you do it. You build a bit of a personal brand. And something I talk about here, and something to keep in mind with a personal brand, is that it's a long-term play. So, for example, the person and the client I mentioned earlier who has optimized his Twitter, he started that around 8-9 months ago. Last week, he landed a position working with a company in the Web3 marketing space that is part of Alex Hormozy's acquisition.com workshop. So it works, but it's taken him months of posting every single day. Yes, throughout all of those days, he had some success. He had opportunities to make a lot of money, but this is like a big, big, big offer, right? His on-track earnings are 20K, 30K a month. Serious money. And it's because he has optimized his social media profile and presence online, and he's built a bit of a personal brand. He is the go-to sales guy in Web3. in the crypto space. And it's not like he's the best at sales, right? And sorry if you're watching this, but he has a lot of work to do. He knows that, right? That's why I can happily say that. And I've said that to him multiple times. He has a lot of work he still needs to get done when it comes to his sales abilities. But truthfully, it's because of how he's perceived that he's been given these opportunities. He's been perceived as someone who is a top dog, a top player in this industry. And that's exactly the power social media has, and the power of impressions and first impressions online. So it's important to do it, because if you want to be making those opportunities and making that kind of money, you can. It takes a bit of time, it takes a bit of effort, it takes a bit of days without seeing any results, because it is a bit more of a long-term play, but oh my God, you're going to see so much success. And well and truly, it's about that. And like I said and touched on earlier, you may feel that you care about what other people think. It doesn't matter. It matters about you, your future, what you want, and what's going to allow you to succeed. It doesn't matter about other people's opinions. It doesn't matter about what he says, she says, they say, whatever. It matters about you and what you want. And this is a great tool to utilize in your high ticket sales journey that I'd recommend everyone do. So do it. Do it and you'll see so much success. It's a no-brainer for me. Yes, you might have to get a bit outside of your comfort zone, but that's where you see the growth. That is where you see the development, when you're uncomfortable and when you need to see results. Okay? So that's enough for this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.